Anyway, so pretty much like what you want to, besides like grabbing sniper and stuff and rockets, like once you get rockets, let's say you get, like best case scenario at the start, you get rockets, all 4 are dead, you get sniper, that kind of stuff. You guys know, remember, depending on where they, I don't want to say it over the stream, but you guys know where they're gonna spawn. Obviously, depending on how the beginning plays out. And so if you are the guy with rockets, dude, biggest mistake every rocket guy does is goes ring 1 to try and kill a bonfire guy or some shit. Never ever do that. Like even if you're just like, hold on 1 second. God damn it. Damn it.
Oh, it's in the middle of a big secret.
This is not good.
You don't.
Well, I'm sorry. Whatever you do, yeah, never go bonfire. You always want to stay like ring 2. Like literally, if you're just right here, you can hear all the footsteps. You know what I mean? So you can hear if you're the last guy alive with rockets, like, or even not the last guy alive, but there's 2 guys like they're rock jump up or bonfire. Just wait for them to pop up, either ring 1 or the rock jump up or you know the pea shooter, like anything like that. It's really simple. Hold on.
You know, that girl thing doesn't get any better when they turn into wives either.
Yeah, it does. Shut the door then. You're gonna be there when you open it.
Alright, so anyways, so like, yeah, obviously with rockets, you know, you either just, like, let's say, like, an overkill or whatever, you get all 4 down, you grab rockets, like, obviously the best route is to push here, because you don't want to push through rocks. If you're pushing through rocks, like, let's say you were the rocket guy, right, and you're gonna push through rocks, like, seriously, the only way you want to push through rocks is if you're, like, right here, and you just got, let's say, all 4 dead instantly, you're like, alright, shit, like, and you don't want to, you know, obviously come all the way over here and push their sniper, that's one thing. But if you have rockets and you're on this side and you know that they're all dead, if you just push, well, let me see if I get sprint. If you just push like this, then obviously, you know, if anyone spawns, it's got to be over here, and you can just get a rocket double kill, and then if not, you jump up on flag. If they don't spawn flag, then you know they're spawning sniper. You know what I mean? And that's an easy way to just get and other people will just sit ring 2 and wait. Like, oh, well, there's 4 guys spawning. Like, no, like, you can get a cap off the beginning by getting another double kill with the rockets or getting a triple kill even. So, now let's say you're on the other side of the map. Let's say you're ring 2. Damn it. She's going to bed. I just completely forgot to check my phone when I heard it vibrates, and I just got fucking raped. Anyways, when you're the guy with rockets over here, and you're, like, obviously over here, what you want to do is just push here, and if you hear a click on your right, you guys play with headphones, I assume. If you hear a click on your right, you know they spawn courtyard. Probably not, though, because you killed them, you know, obviously ring 2 and shit, so they're going to spawn the farthest. So let's say those 3 spawns, like I said, over here, you can get an easy double kill with the rockets. Now, let's say they don't spawn either one of those, they might spawn flag, and guess what? They don't have sprint. Like, that's the big thing, is why I'm telling you guys to push, is because they can't just spawn and sprint away. You can corner them. So if you're the guy with rockets and you rush the turret right away, then you have the control with the rockets. You can get a double kill here, and if you get that double kill, now you know you can just run the flag. Now here, routes for running the flag, by the way. Let's say all 4 are dead, let's say all 4 are dead, or they're spawning back rocks. If you know either one, like, you just want to pretty much just run it up the gut. Like, literally, it sounds so stupid, but just run it up the gut because that's the shortest route. The only time that's like the one time you want to run up the gut is when, like, all are dead or 2 guys are spawning back rocks or something and you know it. If they're not up the gut, then what you want to imagine is like, oh, alright, I kill a bunch of guys in rocks, they're obviously going to spawn, you know, sniper at the courtyard side. So when you're running it, just literally jump, put a 1 here, and depending on your mental timer of how long it's going to take to respawn, you can, like, don't just run in a straight line. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Apocalypto, but, like, you know, you run like this, and they don't know where to shoot or nade, you know what I mean? Now, obviously, if you have flag, you can't be that nimble about it. But what you want to do is just run it here, and if you get it right here, instead of just running it straight like this, it's not a big deal for you to run an extra 5 feet here because they still have no sprint and they're still spawning sniper. So literally just keep on running the flag. Now for obviously I'll go over Team Slayer in a bit, and then if you're obviously over here and you're running the flag, the best route is up this ramp right here, and then depending on if you're no shields or not, is if another mind game that you can play is if you're gonna run here, because a lot of people are expecting you to run it like that. So what you can do is just drop right here, because if let's say your teammates are raping everyone in rocks, well guess what? The next guys are gonna obviously spawn behind you in courtyard. So if you're running it, I can't fucking go into forge. I keep forgetting I don't have that forge option. So if you're running it and you're running it here, then guess where they're gonna spawn? Hut or courtyard, and guess who's gonna get raped? You. So what you want to do is just run it this way, and that way you can cut off the option of getting killed from literally any angle, and then you just keep on running it, and you got to keep in the communication, you're clear to run it, stop running it, turn around and shoot, let's say Len's the one running it, and there's a guy behind him that I can't finish, that he's but the guy's a one-shot, Len, stop running the flag for a second, turn around and shoot the one-shot guy, or turn around one-shot, drop the flag, you got to have that communication of drop the flag and shoot the guy, or keep running it, or stay alive, hide, that's a huge thing, or another huge thing that comes with running the flag is when a lot of teams will say, yo, slay the hell out of him right now, so don't worry about the flag, just don't don't desperate, you don't want to desperate the flag, there's no reason to, there's 15 seconds, until you can grab it again, so don't worry about it. So obviously those are the 3 flag run approaches. You really shouldn't be running any other way. If you do, then you probably aren't going to get the cap, and you probably didn't do something right to allow you to run it that way. Now, besides that, obviously let's say you're in defensive mode, and you're the guy that's spawning here, let's say right here, you're the guy that's spawning here, and they're running at snipe tower. Now, obviously, if you can get a few 2 shots off, you want to get those shots off, but while making your way through rock. You don't want to just keep, putting in shots and waiting. You just need to keep pushing, don't die, and just because if you're the first guy alive, then your job is just literally just stay alive, because if you stay alive, then the teammate next to you is gonna, or the teammate that's at the spawn is gonna spawn again. So then you have more help. So the whole idea is all right, we're gonna keep trying to just slow him down. Eventually, maybe we can kill 2 guys, and then there's only a flag guy and 1 other guy remaining, and then you just slay him, and you slay him again, and you know what I mean? It's just, you gotta think of it literally like chess, I can pick off these 2 guys, or I can't pick off these 2 guys. If there's a guy running the flag, and you spawn right here, and he's already at snipe hut, why are you gonna run, why do people run this way, and try and start shooting, all that kind of stuff, maybe it's alright for the second and last guy to go that way, to take a different angle approach, but for the first guy to run back to the flag, if you run back to the flag, your teammate's spawning flags, and now you're farthest away from getting the cap, you know what I mean? So, you just need to be pushing out at all times, even in TS, let's say, alright, there's 3 guys taking over my snipe tower. Why am I pushing back to my snipe tower? If they have the upper ground, look at all the cover. If you just look at snipe tower from rocks, you're fucked just looking at it. Let alone trying to defend it against 3 people. Why do you do that? Just take control of ring 2, and work from there, and use your teamwork. Now let's say they're running at rocks, for instance, and you're gonna spawn snipe hut. Be wary about the people ring 2, because they're gonna be shooting you too. So when you spawn snipe hut, when you spawn courtyard, let's say earlier tonight, I was the first guy to spawn courtyard against Ares' team. You guys can actually watch the stream. And what I do here is I literally, now right here I was shit. All right, let's say what happened. Let me think. I was the first guy to die, right, in the sequence of all the shit. And when I was the first guy to die, I didn't think they were going to start running it, but it ended up my 3 teammates got triple killed on. So I was the first guy to spawn, but early, right? So as soon as I spawned, I already knew there was a guy running the flag. I knew there was a guy in the rocks, guy ring 2, and the last guy was on their card run. So what I did was I just snuck over here, and obviously by the time I got here, I had sprint. But once I sprint, now here's my panning. So what I did was I just silently moved over here, came up ring 2, assassinated 1 guy, killed another guy, and that's the kind of play you need to make, is pushing to their base, yeah, it looks like you're being a dick, leaving your teammates and stuff and not shooting, but think about, the stop that you can make. As long as you're hesitating enough to pause the flag run, then you're going to hesitate enough for your teammates to catch up to you. And the whole idea when you're on that defensive mode is to not die. When you're on offense, obviously you need to make a few questionable pushes here and there. But when you're in defensive mode, you can't be desperating. You can't be trying to go for the flag and stopping them yeah, you might, there's a few times obviously you're going to die because you make some wrong decisions here and there, or they're making the right ones. But for the majority, what you need to do is literally just stay alive and try and work your way through it. Even if it's flanking in the weirdest positions possible, just to stay alive. And like, you know what? If you're, let's say, Len's the leader of the team or whatever, or he's the, one of the more vocal guys, and he knows like physically, like obviously you guys know, like let's say they have flag at their snipe hut, and Len's like dead, and let's say Mora, you spawned like right here on this spawn, and like let's say there's a guy running the flag for snipe hut and another guy on their flag, like there's no reason for you to be trying to shoot this flag, nade the flag guy or desperate. Like that's literally like all the time. Yo first saying, dude, don't desperate. Like that means like, dude, just fucking give it up. We're screwed. But you know what? Like, think about it in football. Like, sometimes you just go for the field goal. You know what I mean? You don't always go for the touchdown. You don't go fourth down every single time because it's a an hour-long game or whatever, however long that game is. I don't even know right now because seasons is not even a. But anyways, so like this is a 15-minute game or up to 3 caps. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, you can get another cap. Like, that's the whole point of it. Like, they made a good push. Great, they got a good cap. Well, let's see if they can hold us off for another 2 caps because we're going to come back, There's always a way to get back so you can't lose that momentum. And same thing in TS, like, oh, I can't get this 1 kill. Like, people talk about chasing. Well, chasing kills is the same thing as desperating for the flag. You're just wasting your life. Like, you're just trying to make something out of nothing, and it's really not going to happen. Yeah, maybe if you're sniped down, who's fucking God, he might snipe the guy across the map every single fucking time. Like, I don't know how, dude. Literally tonight, I don't know if you're watching, Len, but I was like, Eric, just fucking blame him. And it's like every single time, I just know this kid's gonna snipe him. It's so sick. So he's sick, but besides that, like, you just need to just remember that like there's only one snipe down or neighbor or someone that's that individually talented that can make a play like that. There's only a few. Let's say Deshaun Jackson's, for instance. There's not 6 of them. So you can't expect to make a play that's going to win the game every single time. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, staying alive, communicating. I heard you guys in the last game. You guys communicated so much better than obviously 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. But that's like the drastic change in what I can see in your guys' gameplay is that teamwork. Now when it comes to TS, you want to rotate obviously more around camo and ring 2 and keeping control, and it's a lot more structured than CTF. You don't need to make as questionable pushes or weird flanks with sprint. Like, you just need to keep it basic. If your snipers, let's say you got a good sniper, like let's say I'm snipe downs over here and I'm in rocks and they don't know he has a sniper over there. Like, I'll be like, yo Eric, I'm gonna bait him out from rock jump up, and I can literally just jump up, 1 shot out, and like maybe there's 2 guys that see me. And I'll just jump back over here and drop because I know that he's watching me from hut, you know what I mean? And just like syncing up with your teammate with sniper is huge in this map in TF. And not many teams do it. Even pro teams don't do it. They don't think about the baiting yet because it's a fairly new game, so no one really even thinks about that. But like anytime you work together, like even today in our team games through Dessa and me, and we were discussing in Zealot and Countdown especially, that you need to say, yo, let's take over this spot, yo, let's push here. Like, because a lot of the times people just try and hold stuff. So let's say, me and Mora are in the rocks right now, and, I know there's 2 guys ring 2. I might be like, yo, I'm jumping a rock jump up. And he might just not say shit and just push to the courtyard. But if I say, yo, Mora, come ring 2 with me, well, if he doesn't come, then I'm going to say, yo, where the fuck were you? You know what I mean? And it's his fault. It's his problem. So, like, you can't expect help all the time. You can ask for it, but you can't always expect it. So remember to keep that in mind. Like, obviously there's it's really situational, and I wish I could go over, like I said, a theater with all 8 of you and show you, the reasons I make all the choices. But what you guys can do, obviously, is go into my archive videos and check out all the decisions I make. And also I can upload actually 2 of the Sanctuary games tonight for you guys and make sure you guys can like go over them and just see what I do and kind of break them down yourselves. But besides that, another huge part of this map is jetpack. I don't know if any of you guys play default. Obviously